Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today is going to be the first part in my EDC series. We're going to be going over some of the items that I may carry on my person from day to day. Most of these items I'll have on me, and then some of the other like knives and things like that will be dependent upon what I'm doing that particular day. So starting off, I'll always have my cross around my neck, because I'm Eastern Orthodox Christian, so I'll always have that. I'll typically have this pitch black forge pocket spike that's G10, just in case I end up going into a non-permissive type of environment and that's the only thing I can have. I almost always have that around my neck just in case, because you never know when you go somewhere unexpectedly, all of a sudden they've got metal detectors and you weren't expecting that, so you got to ditch everything, leave everything in your vehicle or whatever. At least I've still got this. And then moving down on my wrist, I usually wear this Casio Mudman G-Shock. This is solar powered. The rubber strap broke a long time ago. I've had this watch for over 15 years. And so I replaced it with a nylon strap. I've got the button compass on there, and I use that quite a bit. I'll also have on my wrist my prayer bracelet to do my Jesus prayers throughout the day. I will typically, in my left pocket, have this Victorinox one-hand trekker, and you've probably seen this everywhere, and you know it's got the blade, the flathead screwdriver with the cap lifter, wire stripper, the smaller flathead and can opener, and then it's also got a saw, the Phillips head, and awl and reamer, plus of course the toothpick and tweezers. And what I've done is I've just put a small set of paste beads on here. That way I can stick this in my pocket, have the pasting beads sticking out of the pocket like a lanyard so that I can grab the knife out easier without having to reach all the way in my pocket. But I can also keep a pace count from right there at my pocket on my left side, so that's pretty convenient. So right there you've got a compass and paste beads in case you're out and doing some very basic orienteering. Also in my left pocket, I'll have my truck key, which is lanyarded to this Night Eyes. It's their G-Series clip. And this has a breakaway in case I need to drop the car off with a mechanic or something. I can just pull it off and leave it there, or any other situations where I need to detach from it. But other than that, if I drop it, I don't lose it. Same thing with my Streamlight ProTac flashlight. I've got it lanyarded in. This one's a lot easier to break away, and it's still got the wrist lanyard so that, if I'm doing something, I can just drop the light real quick, use my hands, grab it back, and keep going. The thing I like about this light is it uses AA's, AAA's, and CR123s. It's pretty bright. It's got the dual function clip, so you can clip it on your pocket or on your hat, bill of your hat, and use it as a headlamp and all that kind of stuff. And I use this all the time. Every once in a while, especially when the batteries are getting low, it'll have some issues and I'll have to bang it around to get it working right. And I don't know if it's just this one. I have another one. I haven't used it as much, so I'll probably swap them out and see if I have the same problem. Other than that, though, it's a great light. Also in my left pocket, I have these Anchor Soundcore earbuds. Transitioning over to my right pocket is where I keep my wallet. Again, I've got it on a lanyard with a breakaway, mainly so I don't lose it. Nobody can pickpocket it without me knowing, but if I need to detach from it, I can. And then this is a Dango wallet, and I like it. It's leather, so it fits the aesthetic of the leather and the brass and everything. But it's got RFID protection here in the main credit card slot. It has a rubber band for cash retention, and slots for other like ID cards, library cards, membership cards, and things of that nature on the front and back. It has lanyard points so that I can attach a pin. This is a Fisher Space Pen. And then I can also lanyard it to things and whatnot and not lose it, keep track of it. So that's the wallet. Also in my right pocket is where I will have my Zippo lighter. And this has the Zippo dual torch insert. I also have my cigar stand. That goes together like this. You just set it down, put your cigar on it. So always keep that with me, nice and handy. So small and lightweight, and it fits right behind the lighter perfectly in the pocket. Usually I'll put that in the fifth pocket or the pocket watch pocket. Also in my right pocket is where I'll have the main blade that I'm going to use for the day. Typically my go-to right now has been the Spyderco Military 2. This is with S30V steel, G10 handle, compression lock. Or sometimes I'll go with my Chavez. This is the kickstop. It's M390 blade steel, titanium handle, frame lock. Depending on what I'm doing and what other stuff I'm carrying, I may go with the MKM. This is the Tertullian pocket knife, pocket folder, TPF I think is what it's called, or pocket fighter. It's in Magna Cut. I've got a lanyard on it because the grip is a little bit short. So if I reach back, I've still got the lanyard there if I need it. The sheath takes a little getting used to. It's an in the pocket sheath. So you put the sheath in your pocket, and then this is magnetic and it flaps over like that. You can't just grab the knife and pull it out, the whole sheath will come out. So you have to be sure that you push off with your thumb to get it out. Putting it back in, you can't just shove it in, because if you do that, it'll just shove the whole thing down deeper into your pocket. So you have to be a little more mindful of getting it in and out of the sheath. I may end up getting a Kydex sheath or something for this later on, but for now it's not too bad. The good thing about the leather is it's silent. So it doesn't make nearly as much noise as a Kydex sheath might. Every once in a while, I may have this Fox Karambit in my left pocket so that I can deploy it. It has the wave feature that deploys the blade when you pull it out of the pocket. And I can use this to back somebody off if I need to, get my handgun out. Once I get the handgun out, I can just simply flip this out of the way, get my grip, and shoot like normal with two hands and still retain the blade. So that's something that I used to carry a lot for work, pretty much every day. I usually will have a fixed blade of some type on me. My go-to here lately has been this Spyderco This has crew wear steel. This was a sprint run, and it's the Temperance is the name of it. So far, I like it. I know they have a trainer for it. I haven't got that yet. Hopefully I'll get a trainer for it here pretty soon. But this has been great. I've used it for all kinds of things, food processing, you know, making feather sticks, wood carving, opening boxes, all kinds of stuff. And so far, I'm really liking this knife. It's really been the go-to knife for me here recently since I got it. Before I had this, I pretty much always carried my hogtooth knives. This is the Bushcraft Hunter. This is 154 cm steel, handmade. Micarta scales, full tang, bolt on. And this thing is great. I've stropped it up two or three times, and it's razor sharp, holds an edge really well. It's just a tank of a knife, super thick stock, jimping right there on the back. But it's not too much, not too aggressive. I like to choke up on knives quite a bit, so that's pretty much perfect if I do need to use my thumb or whatever. And if I need to go reverse grip, it just fits perfectly. So I really like this knife, and I'll do another review on this later. And then this piece of cordage is actually there for a reason, because one of the ways I'll carry this is by attaching it to a paracord shoulder rig and wearing it under my shirt or jacket or whatever, and I'll show that in another video as well. This is another pitch black forge product. This one is called the Hikitsu G10 dagger, and there's no metal in this anywhere, no metal in the sheath, and the whole thing is G10. It's just a double-edged dagger. Just for, I mean, obviously there's not going to be much of a cutting edge, really no edge retention or anything. It's mainly for thrusting. But again, this thing has come in very, very handy. I try to keep it on me as much as possible, because you just never know when you're going to show up somewhere. They're going to have metal detectors or something you didn't think about, higher security. And the beauty of this is I can loop this on the button of my pants and basically just have it oriented right there underneath my pant line, ready to go. Super easy, quick to get to. And this thing has saved the day a couple times, so I try to have that on me as much as possible. Now, moving beyond all of this, I always have a firearm on me, no matter what. Even if I'm just hanging out at the house, if I'm going out to the mailbox, it doesn't matter. I've always got a gun on me. And if I'm going out, typically I'll have this Glock 17 and this Falco holster is what I'm using for right now. And I'll do a more in-depth review on this whole setup. But this is the main pistol that I normally carry and teach classes with and do all that. So it's just got the Hollow Sun, one of the solar red dots, Streamlight TLR1 flashlight. Nothing real super fancy or special going on with it. It's got suppressor height sights with tritium night sights. So nothing too carried away, but it fits the bill for everything I need to do, and it works with night vision and all that. And doing security or, even home defense or anything, most of that stuff happens at night. So having a light and having illuminated sights and a red dot and all that stuff really, really comes in handy in those situations. And I'll go through some of those tactics and techniques and things that I've had to do with guns at night in real life later on the channel. When I don't have that, I need something a little bit smaller. I've been using my Glock 26. This is a Gen 3. The 17 was a Gen 3. This one has the pocket clip. I've got a Kydex trigger guard on a lanyard, but it's set up on another rig right now. So I'll use that, just stick this in the pants if I got to run to the store or gas station or something right quick. You know, shorter duration type thing that I'm doing. I'm just going to go out and about, come right back. I'll usually just stick this in my pants and go. But it's got the TLR7. It's got the Hollow Sun, again, solar. This is the EPS carry, red dot. And again, you've got night sights. So I like all my guns to be set up to work perfectly at night, because that's usually when something's going to go wrong, is going to be at night, and being at night makes it that much worse. So it's good to have every advantage you can. And then if I'm just going to be around the house, not really doing much of anything crazy, I'll usually have this either in my waistband or in my back pocket. It's just a Kel-Tec 32 ACP, again with the pocket clip on it. Yeah, it's just to have something. And if it's something happens in the house, somebody tries to get in the front door, whatever, it should be close enough to do anything I need to do with this. So that's always on me. I also have started carrying, you know, for a long time, for many years, I've carried 2 guns. I always have a backup gun. So, and I'll do another video telling that story as to why I do all that as well, and my mindset on that. So this was the first part of the EDC of just of different things that I might have on my person. I'll do another part showing my Eberly stock. This is the Eberly stock Bando bag. This is the larger version. So I'll go through this, how I have it set up, and different ways that I use it. And then I also have a haversack set up, and I'll go over that in another video detailing all that stuff and how I set all that up to do different things. And we'll just keep going from there. I'll keep going through all my different setups, chest rigs and rifles and all that kind of stuff I keep in my vehicle and things that I carry for different situations. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.